Hello everyone. So, as you can see from the title of this video, I crashed my car. Badly. This is all that's left of my car, actually. Obviously, I am fine. I had one bruise and one of my fingernails dug into my other finger, but nothing serious. I'm fine, the other driver is fine. Not very nice, but fine. So here's what happened. I was coming out from my session with my second therapist, and it was actually a really good session. I got good news in that session. And I didn't bother processing anything from that session at all. I just got in my car and started driving. I did not make it more than half a mile. It was like just instant, just start driving, crash car. It was immediate. The car, it turns out, was totaled, which was not unexpected. The airbags deployed, but it really doesn't take much to destroy a car. It takes even less to destroy a person, so I'm thankful that the car was there to stop that because the car did its job and kept me safe from my own stupidity. But cars these days are pretty much one-hit wonders. You get one good front-end collision out of them and that's pretty much it. And that's a good thing because, you know, the more damage your car takes, the less you're taking. It's a good thing. But, yeah. It was a little scary. And the thing is that if I had done anything different, if I had taken a few seconds to just collect myself and put myself in the headspace of I am about to go drive a car and that is dangerous, this would not have happened. I was just so in my own head that I didn't see a truck in front of me. I just straight into the truck. But that's not really what I want to talk about in this video, because I am okay, and things worked out okay, and I got a new car. Well, newer. I was able to acquire a new car to replace it. I bought actually the same exact car in a different color a year younger, because there was nothing wrong with the car. The car is great, the driver sucked. The funny part was I was actually scheduled to take it in that weekend for service, and I'm like, well, I don't have to do that. I actually thought it might be kind of funny to somehow tow the car there for my service appointment and be like, yeah, it just needs an oil change, and have them be like, this is not what you said you needed. So I was alone, and I called my significant other and said, I just want to start off by saying that I am okay. The car is not. It is very likely totaled. It does not permit me to shift into drive or reverse, so I had to push it. Frankly, I'm just happy I didn't have a panic attack when I crashed my car and then had to push it off to the side of the road and get the adrenaline going and all that, because that would be a time where anxiety would be a fairly reasonable response, but I never reached a point where I was having a panic attack, which I'm really proud of, actually. I mean, I wish I would never have crashed my car either, but if I had to crash my car, then hey, at least I didn't have a panic attack. You know, things were not good. I am stuck here and I need help. And that is what I want to focus on in this video, because we all need help. We all need each other. And we really don't want to have to need each other. I don't know if this is specific to me and my trust issues, but I don't want to have to need help from anybody else in the world ever. I've spent the last 20 years building myself up to a point where I felt that I could do anything by myself. And then I crashed my car 40 minutes from home. And I needed a ride. I needed someone to come tow the car, I needed a cop to come fill out paperwork, I needed all kinds of help. And then I needed help that I didn't even know about, things like rental cars and insurance agents and all kinds of nonsense that I just don't ever want to ever have to do again because it is a pain. Yeah, there's all kinds of paperwork that they do not tell you about that you have to fill out in a timely fashion that you do not have access to until 3 days before it's due, which is really fantastic. Just tell me everything I need to do up front and I'll do it all. Ugh. But the number of people that I had to interface with along the way in this process was just a lot more than I expected. And, you know, along the way, like, people were being jerks. Not to me. Everybody who dealt with me was fantastic. But the people who were around me dealing with those same people happened to be jerks. You know, I'm at the rent-a-car place, and there's a guy screaming at the person behind the counter because they didn't have the car that he wanted, and all this, why don't you have any cars available, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, just, like, calm down, you know? You should try to be as nice to anyone who is helping you as you possibly can. You get more flies with honey than vinegar, which actually is not true, but I'll save that for a future video perhaps. But socially this applies. You know, if you're the nice person, you're gonna make someone's day at least not worse. I did a stupid thing. I crashed my car. I'm not gonna ruin somebody else's day because I'm mad that I have to deal with this now. Just be nice, you know? But the point is that I needed those people's help. And if I was going to get their help, I was going to be nice about it, because why would I not be nice about it? It's bad enough that we all need each other to start with. We can at least make each other not have a worse day. Everyone wants to be Ron Swanson, living off in the woods without a care, without needing to go into the store or anything like that, but that is not how our species works. I don't have the skills to go and fix my car. I don't have the skills to deal with all the legal mumbo jumbo that I have to do to make the state believe that the car is destroyed. I don't have those skills. I need someone else to help me with it. Yeah, I could probably grow some food, but I probably couldn't live off of just that. And as much as I love technology and know how to work with it, I do need to pay someone to get internet access. The point is that we all need each other, and we should all be nice to each other because we're kind of all in this together. And I get it. Different people react very differently to this kind of stress. The person who was screaming at the counter had also had their car hit and was really upset about it and was stressed out about how am I going to get to work and all of these things. That person reacts in that way, and I try to make everything a joke so that everybody's a little bit happier. But that actually could be a fault in some ways. Yeah, don't invite me to a funeral if you want it to be somber. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I needed help. And I didn't like that. I do not like needing other people's help at all. And I like admitting that I need help even less. But that was the situation that I was in, and I was not gonna make somebody else's day worse because I was having a bad day. And I think that we as people could do well to remember that we all need each other. We are all in this together, and none of us can do it alone. As much as we want to, that's just not who we are. We're social creatures. That's how we thrive, is working together to survive. That is just who we are as a species. So, we've got Halloween, we've got car crashes, but you know what's even scarier? People who are legally allowed to vote that do not. Go vote. If you don't vote, f*** you. No, but really, midterm elections are very important. Anyone who's been following the news at all knows that things are different than they were a few years ago, and you should go voice your opinion on that. If you think that's a good thing, go vote. If you think it's a bad thing, please go vote. And that's about as political as I hope to get on this channel for the moment. And if you think your voice doesn't matter, you're right, because you're not using your voice. Go use your voice, then tell me it doesn't matter. Only then can you tell me my voice didn't matter. You're wrong, but then you can say it. You can't say it if you didn't use your voice. That's the rule. That's how it works. This video is a bit of a mess. In just the same way that I needed help getting my car and life back together the last 2 weeks or so, we need you to cast your vote if you can vote. If you can vote and you don't vote, you're a jerk, and I hate you. And that is all for this video. I'll be back again next week with another video that I hope you will find interesting. I swear I will have actual content. Until then, stay curious. And please, take a moment to reset before you drive your car. Remember, this is a scary thing you're doing all the time, and we kind of have to put that out of our heads every once in a while just to cope with how scary it is, but please, think about what you're doing. Be mindful. Okay,